Hi Internet, this is a video about recovering an Optima battery. This battery here is an Optima yellow top, pretty popular battery. It used to power a 4-cylinder vehicle, and the car it came from had a car alarm and it kind of killed it, and a friend gave it to me and I thought, no worries, muck around with batteries, I'll be able to charge it. Here, I'll just pan around and we can see some other junk and some other junk batteries and stuff. So I stuck it on the charger and it just freaked out. And you know, I thought, well, let me try with my smart charger over here, and it didn't really do much. And then a bit later on, I bought a fancy charger over here and it didn't really want to do anything either. And then lots of Googling the tinternets, and the summary was that you hook it up to a good battery and it magically fixes it. But this is for a flat battery. What I have here appears to be really odd, and I haven't been able to Google or YouTube or any internet source find a resolution. So what the actual symptom is that it's stuck on a good or high voltage. It's giving me a reading of 12.6 to 12.7. It doesn't want to budge from that. It won't take charge and it won't give load, which is really, really weird. It's almost like it's frozen. I have recovered this battery before. I've been using it on my little solar system, and I've been using it just around the place. But I've left it charged for about a month, and what do you know, it's returned to the original state, and I've had this for about a year now. So I thought I'm just gonna make a video, I was gonna say quick, but it won't be, to show people what the scenario is and how I went about, and hopefully we might be able to recover. What we have here quickly is, this is the Optima yellow top. This is a turbo branded battery. This powered a 6-cylinder 4-litre vehicle, still in a fair condition. This is a locally branded auto parts product. It is rubbish. It's a ride-on mower type motor. What I have done to show you is that this is fully charged, this is apparently charged, and this is completely dead. But I'll cover each step in due course. What I want to show you here is, this is my trusty little multimeter, digital voltmeter, and it's currently reading 12.68, give or take, on this good battery here. If I take these, and because I'm one-handed here, I'm trying not to blow myself up, put that there, put that there, and we get 12.6. So you go, oh, that's pretty healthy, isn't it? And because I've just put that in parallel, this guy here, 12.3. So I've been flattening that with the inverter, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. It's pretty much dead anyway, but let's stay on track, shall we? So, Optima battery, AGM, pretty good, stuck, high voltage, can't do anything with it. So let's just run through a couple of scenarios here. So this good battery, this turbo battery, let's plug that in there. 12. Let's go over to this little guy here, and this is a little 4 amp 12 volt charger purchased from supermarket chain Aldi a couple of years ago. It served me well for many moons. So let's go 1, bike mode, car mode. So straight away, it's pumping in, doing some tests, and it's pumping in some voltage. And if we go back over here, we can see it's plumbed in here, and we check this voltmeter. Sorry for moving around, guys. It's doing some bulk charging there at 14. That's what I expect it to do. If I turn that off, it collapses. So what happens if sorry for moving around. If I take this off and let's charge our Optima, we should have a similar scenario. So I just have the habit of double checking the connections there. So let's go back here while I change hands. Okay. Okay, 12.6. So what that's doing there is it's failing straight away. It's trying to read it, it's trying to do a test, and it breaks straight away. That's an error code. So you go, oh, why won't it take charge? Something must be broken with it. And apparently the internal resistance of these is a little bit different from your traditional lead acid. So let me just take that off for a sec. And we finished with this guy. So let's push him away. Okay, so sometime later, I went and did my reviews, and I wanted a C-Tech, but I couldn't afford it. And on the internet, I found a brilliant price for this. This is an American product, a Noco Genius G7200 version 2, because it has AGM Plus and lithium modes, plus 24. So let's bring this over and plug that on. Oh, there we go. Red, red, black, black. And we'll go, oops, hang on, one more thing. Let's get, this one doesn't have a voltage reading, so let's get that there. And so it's automatically gone into 12 volt recovery mode. The Noco series is very, very smart, and it does a bunch of tests. So what normally happens is, it goes, yay, I'll charge you. But look what's happening over here, because that should be in the bulk phase. What if I do this? Then we might be able to see. So you go, oh, look at that voltage, great, fantastic, you say. Why is that not moving? And what happens on a traditional battery is that it goes up, and then it goes green, and then it goes, yay, I'm happy. But not in this case. So this is great. I'm happy that this is failing for us, because then hopefully the demonstration will be a success. So, it's not really doing a lot, is it? This isn't really moving, although it thinks it's doing something. After some time, it'll go up and down, up and down, up and down, and then fail, and then you get a fail warning here. So it thinks it's charged it, right? Look at that, it thinks it's full. But it's bloody lying. And just to clarify, we're not using that, so I'll just push that out of the way. Just to show you that that's not in play there. So according to that, it's happy. Now I can put it on the AGM mode, but take my word for it, it makes no difference. So what I'll do is, I'll disconnect this. And we'll move him out of the way. So this is the inverter that I use. It's again a cheapie from Aldi that I got for a good deal. It's about 500, 600 amps. So let's go and connect that. So what would happen in a normal battery? Let's go. Sorry for everyone who's probably motion sickness by now, but so I've blown up an inverter before, so let's double check. Red, red, black, black. Tap, tap. Okay. Let's get some very dodgy readings. I need to work on my film craft here. So if I turn this inverter on, great. And then if I reach over here to this very small light, and that light turns on. Now that is not my normal test bulb, but that is a very low wattage 11 watt bulb powering. So let's turn that off. And it basically drew nothing because this is a big battery. So let's put that down. Let's grab. And that's the sound we want to hear. So red. Black. Now, this is the interesting bit. Kind of. 11, it floats on that 12, 6, 12, 7 again. And you go, right, yeah, well, that's pretty full. Let's see what it does. Okay, let's turn this bad boy on. Look at those, it's freaking out. So, it took me 11 minutes to basically validate that this appears to be shagged. Will not accept charge in the traditional way and will not give any load. The other interesting thing about this battery is that in the traditional way, from all the other videos on the internet, and even the Optima company American batteries tell you to hook it up in parallel. So get a good battery, red, well, even if this one red to red, black to black, and leave it for a while, and if your battery is discharged, it will bring it back up. But this battery is not discharged. It is in a state of, who knows, I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know if there's a name. So I'll show you what I have done before. This is a old and very tired and very small and retarded battery. This is 38 amp hours, RC66. We know that if you're into batteries, that the amp hour reading and the RC are somewhat correlated. Reserve capacity is more for starting engines, and that you can normally double or halve these numbers to get the other. On a car starting battery like this one, it's got 270 cranking amp, and it's got an RC of 45. So you could say that's maybe got 20, 25 amp hours. So divided by 20 to give you the 20 reading is about 1 amp per hour for 20 hours, which is pretty crap. So it's not really a useful battery for people who are going to use it other than starting a mower, but it can be fun for little projects. So what I did is, if I grab my inverter again, let me see if I can do this, if I can improve my video craft, such as the other quality YouTubers out there that I tune into. So red to red, black to black, so I don't blow my inverter up. Dear, I need to be better planned, don't I? I don't know if you can see that. So that's pretty ordinary voltage there, and if we know our voltage state of charge, that would be is that 50%? Okay, so let's turn this on, and that reads immediately. That's fallen, and it's falling, and it's falling. So if I plug this light in, let's see what happens. Lights on, and voltage is collapsing. And the trigger for the alarm is 10.5 volts, which is considered, look at that tumble down. But I have pre-flattened it, but it's pretty dead. But I need it to be dead to hopefully recover this. And it'll freak out. There we go. So beeping, that's very loud. Sorry about that. Okay. So load off, voltage recovers, but the inverter's still on. So let's just take a very poorly made lithium pack, TP 1 amp, lithium charger unit, USB. This is a USB power meter, USB port. Can we see that? And it's beeping already, and that's fallen. Okay, so that tells us it can't even deliver less than 1 amp to this battery, which was probably already full anyway, so it was doing nothing. So this battery is pretty flat, considered flat by well over safe standards. So let's just do that and clear our workspace. Okay, so we've showed that the battery is stuck. We've covered the voltage, the no charge, the loading. We've shown that a traditional charger and a super smart charger cannot recover the battery. It won't help by putting it in parallel. I haven't shown that, but what it does is it basically doesn't alter the voltage and just sits there. I've done that, left it for days previously, didn't work. And we've got a super flat battery. And how I came about this idea was taking the guidance of the provider, Optima and others on the parallel, but I happen to have, which is now gone, a very old deep cycle battery that was completely shagged. In fact, it was bulging and it would tear down voltage down to 3 volts, which I don't have anymore, which would be ideal to show the recovery. So this is why I'm simulating it with this pretty battery. So what we'll do is we'll go, here's another dodgy cable. So we're going to put these in parallel. Okay, so let's go hook up our meters. Let's just put that. Get a reading. And that's not right, is it? Okay, there we go. 12.6 and 12.3. So what's happening now is that they're equalizing. The little black battery here is ripping voltage allegedly from the yellow top. And what we'll see is, as they equalize, the combined voltage will equalize to then be lesser. So 12.6 and 12.3, you'd think they would equalize maybe 12.4, 12.45. So we'll just sit on that for a little while. What I'll do is we'll stop it there. We'll call this part A, and then we'll come back in a little while and show you part B, and hopefully it works. Okay, see ya.